Ford continues to shake the market with its bold ideas and fresh designs, and the next year looks particularly promising with fresh, exciting models on the horizon. From revivals of iconic nameplates with a modern twist to innovative brand new models that push boundaries, the Blue Oval is about to impress again. Get ready for the countdown as Ford CEO announces 5 new models for 2025 and wows everybody. Number 5, Ford Ranchero. The Ranchero is coming back. The iconic nameplate is about to be used again in Ford's lineup, but in a bit of a different way than before. With a growing market for small and affordable pickups, the Blue Oval is about to redefine the market again, just like it did with the Maverick a few years ago. Therefore, the new Ranchero won't have many things in common with the original aside from the iconic nameplate. These are different times, and when the whole world is either downsizing or transitioning to EVs, it's hard to believe that anyone would be crazy enough to launch a V8-powered coupe ute. Unfortunately, those days are long gone. The new Ranchero still has huge potential to be a bestseller because it'll be small, practical, and affordable. Instead of coupe ute layout, it'll feature more conventional pickup proportions. And it'll be smaller than the Maverick, which clearly indicates that besides North America, Ford also plans to sell it around the globe. The company is aiming for the ultimate mix of affordability and practicality, and here's how it's going to be achieved. First of all, this will be a car-based unibody pickup, most likely based on the same C2 platform as the Maverick, which would open a wide range of possibilities in terms of powertrain options, including an all-electric setup. But initial versions will stick with internal combustion, and efficiency will be the main focus point. With small dimensions in mind, it's clear that one of the key powertrain options will be a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost, but in markets like Europe, a 1-liter unit seems quite appropriate for the base variant as well. Since the commercial version is certain, we could also say that a diesel version is a safe pick in some markets. In North America, one of the key selling points could be a hybrid powertrain. Most likely, it'll be the same setup as the Maverick with a 2.5-liter engine and 191 horsepower. The new Ranchero would be small but versatile, with a few different body styles on offer, including both single and double cab variants, and maybe even a panel van version in parts of the world like Europe. In terms of cost, it's believed that base versions could go a bit over $20,000. Number 4, next generation electric pickup. It's been a while since Ford formed a team of ex-Tesla employees and a special department in California for the development of next-generation EVs. Well, it looks like it's about to materialize sooner than expected. With the company losing billions on current EVs, it looks like the line of next-generation models is just around the corner. The company has developed a new platform with more impressive charging performance, and what's also important, the new models are about to use lithium iron phosphate batteries, which should make the new models notably cheaper to build, which will eventually provide room for competitive pricing against Tesla and Chinese EVs that could penetrate the US market in the near future. In any case, the first model to come will be a next-generation electric pickup. It won't be as large as the Lightning, but rather a compact pickup comparable with the Maverick. It was believed that the popular unibody pickup would get an electric version itself, but the Blue Oval decided to go for something more advanced and more affordable at the same time. Not many details have been provided, but we could expect that the new electric pickup will be priced at around $25,000, with proportions similar to the Maverick and over 300 miles of range. Single and dual electric motor versions are planned, with strong off-road performance and, most importantly, improved towing capabilities, especially in the way that heavy loads won't be draining the battery like in the case of the F-150 Lightning. If Ford manages to execute such a vehicle, we have no doubt that it'll redefine the pickup segment once again, just like it did a few years ago with the aforementioned Maverick that's still selling like hotcakes. Number 3, Ford Taurus. A couple of decades ago, the market was mostly about large and mid-sized sedans, but suddenly the paradigm changed and everyone wanted a crossover or an SUV. With such a trend in mind, Ford believed that there was no room for good old sedans anymore and killed the Taurus. But models like the Camry and Accord clearly show that there's still a good portion of drivers that prefer more classic car designs and choose driving experience over additional interior space. Logically, the Blue Oval company is now bringing the Taurus back. The good thing is that Ford never actually stopped producing the sedan. It remained active in the Middle East, though slightly different than the North American version. Well, that model is now coming to the US market based on the C2 platform and a bit shorter than the last Taurus that was sold in this part of the world. But with a longer wheelbase, shorter overhangs, and a fastback-style rear-end design, it looks way more attractive than its predecessor. Also, its cabin looks quite luxurious with massive screens and a fine selection of materials, so we can say that it has all it takes to compete successfully in the segment. For that, of course, it'll also need a proper powertrain. The Middle East market version comes in 3 variants, and all 3 have the potential to sell in North America. Base models that use a 1.5-liter turbo 4 with 190 horsepower, which is pretty much on par with the base Accord. There's also the hybrid version with 205 horsepower, once again comparable with Honda and Toyota's electrified sedans. But the Taurus has a trump car, in the form of a more powerful 2-liter turbo 4 with 250 horsepower, something that the aforementioned competitors are lacking at the moment. Officials still haven't announced the price, but we could expect base models to go between $25,000 and $30,000. Number 2. Ford Capri. Back in the day, the Capri was a big thing. Pretty much a Mustang in a smaller package, perfect for the European drivers. And now it's coming back, and once again, it'll follow the path of the iconic pony. The Mustang eventually turned into an electric crossover, and the new Capri will do the same. Once again, the focus is on the European customers, but the new EV is likely to be sold across the globe. The good old coupe body style is gone. The new model is a coupe crossover with a sloping roof design that resembles the famous predecessor. But under the skin, it's not exactly a Ford. It's another product of collaboration with Volkswagen, with the ID4 as the main donor of parts. And despite the coupe-like rear end, it'll be quite practical, with 53 cubic feet of total cargo volume. On the inside, it'll also stand out with a large 14.6-inch infotainment screen, the same one you can find in the all-electric Explorer. Base models will feature a single electric motor on the rear axle with 282 horsepower and 402 pound-feet of torque, with 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds. Dual motor version is also in the works, and it'll be quite capable with 335 horsepower and 501 pound-feet of torque. The battery will be large enough to provide up to 390 miles per charge with competitive charging speed and the ability to charge to 80% in about 25 minutes. As for the price, the European market version has already been announced, and base models go around 52,000 euros, which would be around $56,000. But keep in mind that the US version will still be waiting for its official confirmation. Number 1. Ford Mustang Raptor. It's official. We live in the era of obscurity where pushing the barrier of what hasn't been done before is the main thing that drives the market. And in the slowly fading muscle car segment, Ford is ready to do some unprecedented things to continue the legacy. We're looking forward to one of the craziest Mustangs we've ever seen, the Mustang Raptor. It'll be a pretty unique blend of muscle power and off-road trail-ready design, something that closely resembles the old Porsche 911 Dakar. Increased ground clearance, massive cladding, bold front end design with clearly visible skid plates, and a massive light bar on the roof, this Mustang will feature all the features associated with the Raptor moniker. And it won't just be an appearance package, there will be a lot of substance too. One of them, of course, is the powertrain. Both the Raptor and Raptor R are expected, and the latter will feature a supercharged V8 with 700 plus horsepower, just like the F-150 Raptor R. Besides having plenty of muscles, this Mustang will also stand out with all-wheel drive and Fox Live dampers with enough travel to hit the Baja 1000. The only thing a solid Porsche to potential buyers will miss is the manual gearbox, as officials already announced that it'll be coming exclusively with a 10-speed automatic. The most rugged Mustang ever is in the advanced stage of development and should be ready to hit the market in 2025 or in 2026 with a starting price of $90,000 for the base Raptor and around $110,000 for the Raptor R. Thanks for watching and see you next time.